Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Healthy Body Podcast. I'm your host, Brianna Wilkerson, and welcome to this special episode that I'm really going to share an opportunity for you to get support as a woman in overcoming yo-yo dieting, getting a healthy body that you love and are proud of, and learning what it means to honor your body alongside other women. And how are you going to do that? Through the Healthy Body Academy. So up until this point on the Healthy Body Podcast, I have, at least the last 3 weeks, have been sharing more on getting support through the holidays. And I think the holidays are a very great time for so many reasons, and so many of us are just overall health. But for our physical health and our bodies, it can be a very tough time. We're stressed out more, we're frantic, can hardly really be present because we're trying to move from one thing to the next. There's tons of holiday foods, there's tons of parties. You know, our schedules are jam-packed. Maybe we're not able to sleep as much. Maybe we're not able to exercise as much. And it's just really, it presents an opportunity to not care for yourself. But I have been asking this question through the podcast, through the Healthy Through the Holiday Summit that I just co-hosted with Anya Perry, and just in general on social media and in my mailing list. How could this holiday season be different? How can this new year be different? What if it was different? Are you open to it being different? And what I mean by that is that when we approach the holidays and even the new year, many of us kind of think two different things. The first in the holidays, we think, okay, well, I'm just going to let loose because I know I'm going to do something to reset in January. But what if I told you that is setting you up not for success? Because when you approach it from that sort of mindset, you really let loose in a way that you're not feeling good during the holidays, and you're approaching something that should be really a way of honoring your body. I think caring for your body is a way of honoring it from a place of shame versus honor. You're going to be approaching it of, okay, I wish I didn't gain that weight. I don't like how I fit this X, Y, and Z. So I am just going to start a new diet that is most likely restrictive, a new diet that is not empowering, and even a new exercise program that is the same. And you go and take these drastic steps to fix something that, I'll be honest, all of us are going to just eat and enjoy the holidays. And that's what I think you should. But what I don't want you to do is let loose to the point where, the new year it's not, you're making choices not to care for yourself out of a place of love and honor, but out of a place of shame and guilt. And so I have been doing a lot of stuff around that, but in particular, I think the Healthy Body Academy is what can really support you as a woman through the holidays and in the new year and beyond. And what I mean by that is, as many of you know, if you've been listening to the podcast, if you've been on my emails or social media or whatever it is, I am transitioning. I am moving actually from the Cayman Islands to Tampa, Florida, beginning of December. So like less than 2 weeks from the airing of this podcast. And I will be taking a full-time role as the managing director of the Underground Network, which is kind of a network of micro churches and ministries with the heart to see Jesus known, the lost found, and the poor taken care of, and so many other things. But the core of it is that we all have felt this network of people, both in Tampa and Florida and around the world, have felt called to God and then to a group of people based on what God has put in our hearts. And I've always loved this community, and I was a part of it when I went to university. And me and my husband have both wondered, how can we continue to be a part of it? And we've been a part of it while we've been here, but from afar. And the opportunity presented itself for me to use all the things that I love: God, ministry, entrepreneurship, caring for people. I love doing that. And that's what Madewell is all about, in one place. So, but because of that is going to be my full-time job. Now, I am still going to continue Madewell, going to still continue the podcast, going to still continue coaching and oils. It's just going to look a little different. And I've had a lot of local clients, both with the oils and with coaching for the last few years, but also online. And I've maintained both because I think both are important. And so going forward, at least for the first 6 months to a year, a lot of the work I will be doing is online, but of course I'm always about in-person connections, right? I'm so relational, like sometimes it gets me into trouble. I'm like, I just want to talk with people forever. But then also I want to get work done. So because of that, I'm going to be closing my one-on-one coaching practice for a time and really just doing the membership community model, which is it's going to be an online membership community model where I get to combine all of my favorite things that I have done as a coach in one place. And so the Healthy Body Academy is where that is happening. Now I have a free group, the Healthy Body Community. And of course I still have the podcast, which is a free resource. I have a free resource library. But from a coaching perspective, you can get a lot of tips through that. You can hear a lot of conversations. You can hear a lot of inspiration on the podcast and all that sort of stuff. You can ask questions. But in my experience, when someone puts even if a little bit of money, like for me, even if I'm paying $30 or $40 or $50 for something per month, I'm asking myself, am I using that? Because I really, money is value to me. And I think it is value in general, but when I give someone or give something my money, it's because I value it. And so, I find that that's been the experience with the clients I've worked with as well. Most of them have been working women that, are either, most of their kids are older or they are younger, or it's actually a mix of people, but they're working in somewhere, or they're just having this busy life, but yet they want to come back to the point where they're honoring their bodies. They're not trying to do this yo-yo dieting, this quick fix 30-day slam, but they're trying to really figure out a way of living and taking care of their bodies that is life-giving, that is empowering, that is sustainable, and to get the result of getting a body that they love and are proud of. And that's been my journey too. And so that is why I've coined together the Healthy Body Academy. So let me tell you a little bit about the Academy on this episode. I'm going to kind of go into detail, and basically all of this sort of is on the page for it, the landing sales page, madewell345.com/healthybodyacademy. It launches or opens its doors on November 23rd, Black Friday. And for 3 days, 23rd, 24th, 25th, the first 30 women who sign up will have access to getting 3 special bonuses. They will get it at 20% off. So the regular price is $47 a month or $470 a year. It's going to be $37 a month or $370 for the year, which technically when you buy the year annual price, you get 2 months for free at that rate. You do the math. You'll also get my 6-week Whole30 Made Easy program, which is one of my signature programs for helping women in their healthy body area for an intensive week, reset nutrition-wise, but also look at these other things for free. And my co-host of the last summits I've done, and my great friend Anya Perry, one of her new resources is their Healthy Habit Hacker. She's the meal planning pro. She loves talking about habits, and she has all of that in there. And so she's offered her holiday editions, October, November, and December, to free of charge to the ladies who sign up. And so for the first 3 days, Black Fridays, the Saturday and the Sunday, the first 30 women that sign up will get the Membership Academy at 20% off, Whole30 Made Easy program, which is over $200 in value, way more than that. And Healthy Habit Hacker, which is probably over $100 in value, if not more, for free when you joined this community. So let me tell you a little bit about the Healthy Body Academy so that you can know if it's a good fit for you to support you in the healthy holiday season and beyond. So I want to ask you a question. I'm going to take out, oh no, sorry if one of these earrings are moving. Does this sound familiar to you? Okay, so you've tried every diet under the sun and you just can't seem to find a way of eating that will help you lose the weight, get fit, and stay that way. Or maybe you're tired of feeling deprived and want to enjoy the food you're eating. Maybe you've struggled with digestive issues, weight issues, energy, and other health issues and can't find the solution. Maybe you're tired of the yo-yo emotions around how you feel about your body. Maybe you've lost hope that you will ever be able to get to your eating, exercise, and overall health under control. Maybe you're actually just tired of always feeling stressed and barely sleeping. Maybe you desire to take care of your body in a more natural, non-toxic way, but don't know where to start. And maybe you've lost hope that you'll actually ever get a healthy body you love and are proud of. And if any of those statements ring true for you, well, they also ring true for me, because that was me for most of my life until now. I'll tell you a little bit about my story. So I tried almost every diet known to man. I worked out consistently for a time period, then stopped, and I struggled to see food as a good thing. I struggled to accept my body's shape and look at and did whatever I could to get slim and look perfect. But it wasn't until June 2013, actually, when I moved back from school to the Cayman Islands and I started working, when I felt God calling me to pursue my health holistically for the long term, that things started to change. And actually, Madewell is based off of John 5:5, where God goes to this man at the well who's been invalid or unable to walk, not well for 38 years, and says, do you want to be made well? And the well is supposed to be a well that heals people, but he's like, no one's down there to take me. I've tried all the things I could try, but God's like, do you want to be made well? Get up, take up your mat and walk. And I just felt that was the question to me. Do you really want this? Because I'll show you it, but it looks different than how you've been trying. And it takes looking at your whole health, your whole life, and coming from a place of honor and love versus shame and guilt. So I started to look at my health from a holistic point of view and started to care about myself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. I started to make better choices out of love for myself instead of just to lose weight. I even started exercising consistently by simply walking outside a few days a week. And then in October 2014, by this point, I think I lost maybe 25, 30 pounds in a natural way. Like, I wasn't even trying. I was just taking care of myself, sort of. And I tried the Whole30 and it changed my life. And that's why it's one of my signature programs, because it showed me that I can enjoy real foods without thinking about calories, but thinking about quality. I was able to beat my sugar cravings, make some healthy recipes, not so healthy recipes over into healthy recipes. And I overcame a lot of the digestion issues I struggled with, and I lost fat and lost inches, because at that point I lost a lot of the weight. And I think your body does get to a point where your weight is a place that's good for it. But most of all, from the Whole30 and the whole health journey I went to, I learned the importance of what it means, and my sweet friends listening, what it means to honor your body and learning to love it by caring for it holistically through nutrition, exercise, stress management, sleep, digestion, toxic load, mindset and habits, and looking at the other areas of your life. Okay? But most of all, from that, I learned that if I was someone who struggled with eating, struggled with her weight, felt like I was raised in this diet culture, and if I could learn self-love, if I could overcome eating issues, like eating disordered ways of eating, and like not eating, over-exercising, then eating too much out of emotions and under-exercising. If I could struggle with all that for many years and find freedom, I knew other women could too. And I actually felt a burden to help others. And that's when I started to explore what it would be like. I was in accounting. That's what I studied. I got my accounting degree, passed my CPA exams, I got my MBA, but I always knew that I wanted to do something more. I actually wanted to go in what we would call full-time ministry, which is what I guess I kind of am doing now. But I felt called that from the beginning of me finding out that God loved me and me really walking in that, I started to realize that there are so many women out there that don't know their worth and don't know their value. And one of the ways that we actually show that we do know our worth and do know our value is by caring for our bodies. Because our bodies are the embodiment of us. We only have one of them. And if our bodies aren't functioning well, if they're tired, if we're not clothing them well and feeling proud about how we dress them, if we're not giving it its rest, if we're not treasuring it, it will show up in so many areas of our life, and it will affect your work. It will affect your relationships. It will affect your happiness, because those are the things you're actually going after when you're wanting to care for your body. Your why is not actually what you think it is. It's coming from a place where you want to love yourself. You want to be comfortable in your skin. You want to live a healthy life for your children and the things you feel called to, right? Because yes, most people are living longer than ever before, but I'll tell you, they're not living longer, healthier lives. Many people are on medications or things that are prolonging their life, but not a healthy life. And if I live a long life, I want to be thriving. I want to be like my pastor. He's like 70 and his wife and doing CrossFit. Like, I want to be healthy and able. And yes, it does come to a point because your body's wearing down. You can't do things like a 28-year-old can do, but I want to be my best version of myself for the rest of my life. And I want other women too. So it's time. It's time. If you're listening, it's time for the change and transformation you desire in your health. And it's time to move past the regrets of yesterday and focus on the hope for today and tomorrow. It's time to step into the thriving health you desire and deserve. So how do I want to help you? I want to help you ditch the diets goodbye. I want you to find a way of eating that suits your needs and doesn't leave you feeling deprived. I want to help you find a way of healthy eating that works for you as a bio individual, your unique needs in life and body. I want to help you make healthy habits that stick. You may be done setting health goals and habits that work for a while but don't stick. I want to help you find a way of caring for your body in a holistic manner that makes those healthy habits simple and sustainable. I want to help you feel good about yourself and your body again. You may lack confidence in who you are and how you look. I want to help you love yourself and feel good about who you are and your body. I want to help you find a community that supports you, because you're not the only one, sister. You're not the only one. There is a community of the women who are struggling, who have overcome, and who want to help one another get to this place where we are encouraged, where we're supported, where we know if we mess up, it's okay, and that there's grace and there's always another chance. And then finally, I want you to get a healthy body and healthy life that you love and are proud of. A healthy lifestyle is more than eating and exercise. It's your stress levels, it's your sleep, it's your gut, it's your toxic load, it's the ability to detox, it's your thoughts, it's your habits, but then it's so much more. Because when you start to care for your body, then you can have this healthy life. It's you caring for your finances, your relationships, your spirituality, your job, your career, your calling, and so much more. So here's how I'm going to help you. It's the Healthy Body Academy, and this is a paid membership community for working women to overcome yo-yo dieting, honor their bodies, and get a healthy body they love and are proud of. The doors open November 23rd, and I said only the first 30 women who sign up will get all the special bonuses for the launch weekend. So the best thing to do is join the waitlist. If you go to madewell345.com/healthybodyacademy, there's tons of buttons there that say join the waitlist, because I will email everyone beginning of November 23rd, the morning, and say, hey, doors are open, join us. So, but why? Why the Healthy Body Academy? And I'll say it again, many of us women have fallen victim to the diets, exercise programs that are out there. We fall victim to weight loss and then weight gain, and are desperately trying to get to a place of finding something that's sustainable, that's life-giving, that does not feel like it's taking our whole life. We are looking for a method that is simple, natural, sustainable, and doesn't feel depriving or restrictive. We are looking for support and community along the way who are also on the same journey, or who have gone before us that are willing to offer us help. We are looking to find joy in taking care of ourselves and learn to love our bodies and who we are again. We are looking for those healthy bodies we love and are proud of. And after working with so many women over the last few years in these same struggles, I created the Healthy Body Academy to be the solution that has everything that I think you all have been looking for. Because the 7 pillars that we're going to cover in the Healthy Body Academy is ongoing membership. Okay, so you can pay the monthly fee and you get access to everything. Or you can pay annually and get access for a year, right? But each month we're going to focus on one thing at a time. You can access the other stuff if you're like, actually, I really need to look on this subject. Go ahead. But each month at a time, we're going to cover different topics that fall into what I call these 7 pillars of a healthy body. And if you've been following me for a while, you're probably familiar with what they are. So nutrition. Nutrition is the first, and it's the base of any health program and your overall wellness. It's what you eat. Food is meant to nourish us and give our bodies and minds and souls and what we need in order to function well. Your body knows what it needs. And when you get to the point where you are more in tune with it, you'll be able to say, actually, I'm not craving sugar right now. I'm really thirsty for a cup of water because you know your body is dehydrated. Or like, I'll give you an example. I know I'm getting to know my body so well over these last like 10 years that I went to Mexico and I ate something I probably shouldn't have. I got a little food poisoning, whatever. Came back and I was like, I have an infection in my lower intestine, like in my intestine in the lower part of it. I just feel it. It's not normal. I've treated it in the natural way. So I went to the doctor and I was like, listen, this is what's happening and this is where it's at. And sure enough, that's what was happening, right? Because I'm more in tune with my body now. I listen to it. I don't force it to do things it shouldn't do. Like, I've been recovering from like a cold and a very busy, high adrenaline situations these last couple months that I was like, you know what? My body says it's time to take a half day, or my body says don't work out. Or if you do, you take it very lightly. Try not to sweat much. I just know. And my body is way smarter than I am, right? Because most of the time I'm thinking about what it needs from what should I do versus what is it telling me to do? So nutrition, it's the foundation. But then exercise, we were made to move, friends. We were made to be in motion. But because of the way technology and just industrial, we have access to so many things, but it's easier not to move. So I want to help you find sustainable exercise routine, and just going back to nutrition, sustainable ways of eating that work for you and your unique needs. And then stress. I've done a lot around stress and sleep in these last couple months, personally and with my communities. And it's a hormone game with these things. Like your endocrine system is what drives your hormones, which impact your sleep and your stress. It's your hormone. Estrogen is not your only hormone. Let's just say that. You have hundreds, if probably not thousands of different hormones, right? That needs to do its work. So stress, we're constantly stressed. So that impacts every area of your body and your life, right? And then lack of sleep is the same thing. So we're going to talk about simple ways that you can manage stress and then also sleep well. And then digestion. So about 60 to 80% of your immune system is in your gut. So your gut, when that is out of whack, which by the way, stress affects your gut to everything, you will not be your best self and your body will not be its best self. So we're going to talk about ways to care for your gut in a healthy way. And then toxins, we're just exposed to them everywhere, in our cookware, in our air, in our, and it can be overwhelming, but I have started to look at it like, what's one thing that I can do this week, this month to kind of reduce my toxic load and increase my detoxification system through my liver, my gut, and my kidneys, right? And so we're going to talk about different ways. I do a lot with essential oils, and you know that on the podcast and in my other free group. That as a solution, that's one of the ways I reduce it, but also care for my body with nourishment through it too. But then, mindset, habits, and emotions in other areas of your life. Your mindset is the core. And I love to talk about this because when your mindset changes, then your habits will change. I promise you. We're trying to change our habits too much and then not change our mindset or our beliefs. Right? So we'll look at that. And we'll also look at other areas of your life. If you guys all are needing support managing your budget because that's what's keeping you back from caring for yourself, we can talk about that too. So those are the 7 pillars. But what's actually included? What's actually included in the Healthy Body Academy? So each month, on the first of the month, you will get masterclass training that will probably range to, different videos up to 60 minutes or less. And it's going to be a topic per month to really help you see. We're going to work on that topic one per month in these different areas just to really implement that. And so I have a tentative schedule up from now on the website. December, we're going to be taking actually a lot of the holiday stuff I've been doing in November and working in a way for you with a workbook to kind of learn to get a healthy holiday body. And then in January, we're going to plan a healthy 2019. How can we make this our best 2019? And we'll use different, there's going to be a masterclass, but there's actually going to be a couple bonus things around bullet journaling and vision boarding that could help you. And then in February, we're going to talk about nourishing your body with food. In March 2019, we're going to do the Soulful to Sensational with exercise. April, caring for your gut health. May, cleanse and detox with natural food, beauty, and cleaning products. June, we're going to talk about getting a healthy summer body. July, creating mindset and habits for powerful results. August, loving and honoring your body and yourself. September 2019, balancing your hormones naturally. October, we're going to talk about stress less and sleep more. November, meal planning in the holidays. In December, we're going to talk about celebrating yourself and planning a healthy 2020. So those are the tentative sessions. Most of them in the beginning are going to be led by me because I want to lay some foundations in these topics. But towards the end of the year, and then definitely in 2020, I'm going to really be incorporating a lot of guest experts who are experts in this particular area. And if you've been in the summits with me in these last couple months, a lot of those women are going to be some of the women in doing these guest experts because they're really great at their particular field. So with that, you're going to go through this material each month. You can go through at your own pace, but I'm going to have a monthly live Q&A session about mid-month via Zoom webinar, which you could either join through Zoom, the Zoom link, or if you're in our Facebook group, you could just watch from the Facebook group. And each month I'll just I'll collect your questions on one thread throughout the month in the group, and then I'll answer those questions live. And you can join me to get your questions answered, ask more questions, and so forth, okay? And then if it's the guest expert, they will be joining me live for theirs as well. And then I'm going to do a monthly live gratitude and intention sessions. Most actually memberships tend to have one live session, but then I wanted to incorporate a second one because I think there's beauty in working things out, getting support, but then there's beauty in celebrating, reflecting, and then setting goals from that place versus like, I didn't do anything this month, X, Y, and Z. Like, no, let's celebrate that. Let's be grateful for what you did or what happened in your health and your life this month. And then we're going to set some intentions, some simple ones for the next month. So that will be done live as well in the Facebook group and on Zoom. But I'll talk about the open weekend bonuses in a bit, but the other bonuses on a normal basis are you're going to get access to all my archive of trainings. And if you've been around with me for a while, I do a lot of trainings because I love to teach these topics. When I learn something that I think has changed my health and has changed the way I view things, and I just feel like they're secrets that no one's talking about, you'll know about it and I'll teach you about it. And so some of the archives of trainings are like, I put together a free resource library. You'll have access to that has a lot of the mini trainings, but then you'll also have access to all of my fitness guides as part of the academy, my essential oil trainings. You'll have access to some past challenges, some stuff I've done with different wellness professionals that aren't available on a normal basis. Then there's going to be a private Facebook group for members only. And I want to create that safe space where you can ask questions. You can get to know the members of your group. There'll be an accountability partner too if you want to match up with an accountability partner, and you guys can check in with each other however often you want in different ways. And there'll also be a members directory. And I'll post that in the Facebook group where you'll be able to get to see who's in your group. Maybe someone's in your state. Maybe someone has a similar interest, and you guys can just connect that way. And some of the special bonuses for the launching is that for all of the first 30 women who sign up between the 23rd and 25th will get the monthly price of 20% off, $37 or $370 for the annual fee instead of $470. You also get access to my Whole30 Made Easy course, which you can check out if you go to madewell345.com/Whole30Made-Easy. It's a very great course, which is a great one if you are actually looking for an overall health and wellness short program to reset in the beginning of the new year. This is the one to do. And then you'll get access to my great friends, Healthy Habit Hackers, for the holidays. So this is what people are saying. You can go to you could go to my website and read actually all my testimonials if you want, but I put a few here, just different women I've worked with. One was Deborah. She's someone I know from locally from my CrossFit gym, and I helped her with the whole 36-week program. And she said she was able to lose weight and get to the bottom of her 10-year-long digestive issues. And even since then, she's got to the bottom of it all and way, way deeper. Worked with someone, one of my great friends too, Vicki Clark, who she was one of my first clients and just said I was encouraging and helped her reach her goals, around eating more veggies, exercising more consistently. Maria Israel said, I felt comfortable knowing she had firsthand experience of what I was going through, really talking about the emotional aspect around food. And even when she actually did the Whole30, she said, I came away knowing that I was the boss of food and it wasn't the boss of me, right? Another one of my first clients too, a female client, said she saw results quickly. We were able to get to the root of a lot of her digestive distress and learn different ways to just, again, create those simple, sustainable habits. Pam talked about how she now has more energy and knows how to better care for her mind. I worked with her one-on-one, and also in the Whole30. That was her main thing, is energy and just growing herself personally. And she did that. Rochelle talked about how I gave her a fresh perspective and the hope she needed to persevere in her daily battle, just to really restore her relationship with food, her body, and herself. Right? So how do you know if this is for you or not? Maybe you're listening and you're like, yes, sign me up. Maybe you're like, I don't know. So this is for you if you're ready to move from a place of discouragement and defeat in your health and life and to a place of freedom, victory, and empowerment. This is for you if you're ready to find a way of eating and taking care of your body that is joyful and sustainable. This is for you if you're ready to banish negative thoughts holding you back and develop a mindset of truth, faith, and success in every goal you put your mind to. This is for you if you're committed to change and transformation in your whole health. And yet you'll put in the work to see that happen. If this is for you, if you're ready to love yourself, love your body, and honor it, be proud of it. This is for you if you're ready to be held accountable and have a coach and a community to support you along the way. And this is for you if you're ready to support others in the community with encouragement, accountability, and even your own talents and expertise. And this is not for you if you're looking for a quick fix and you aren't willing to put the hard work necessary to see true lasting success in your health. This is not for you if you just want to learn but not apply. This is not for you if you're comfortable where you're at. That's fine. If you're comfortable where you're at in your health, then maybe this isn't for you. This is not for you if you want to get support. If you want to get support from others, but you're not willing to give support. This isn't for you if you aren't willing to commit the necessary time really needed to shift your mindset and habits to see those powerful results. I hope this is for you, because I nearly teared up many times while sharing this, because this is my heart, and I just finally find a way to be able to do it and support as many women as possible in a way that's I enjoy and a way that I know that they will as well. So I also have some frequently asked questions, some facts on the webpage that I'll just share a little bit with you. One of them is, how do I know if this academy is for me? I kind of just answered it. But basically, if you're ready for lasting change and you want to do it one step at a time, this is for you. And then another question is, how will the academy help me? First, again, it's just as much as you put in. If you put in the work and it's a lot of reflection. I'm a coach, so I help you reflect. I'll teach you things, but you need to go ahead and implement those things, right? And through doing that, you'll be able to kind of see that change. So, and then the next question, will I be able to talk to you one-on-one? And the idea with the membership is that it's a group program. I'm going to try to keep all the questions in the private Facebook community. And the reason why I'm doing that is because also I think other people benefit from your questions. Maybe they've had that question, were too shy to ask, or maybe they didn't know about that. So me answering that question is really beneficial to everybody. And if there's something super, super, super private, or for example, you don't have Facebook, but you're going through the materials and all that, of course you can email me and ask me, but I really would prefer to keep it all in the group so everyone can benefit. How much time is required? Again, the master classes could be up to 60 minutes a month. But, reflecting, answering, doing the workbook, but then implementing could take 2 hours, could take 4. It really depends. It depends on you. But with the live Q&A, they're going to be a maximum hour each, the Q&A session, and then the gratitude and intention session. So if you watch those live, you'll be able to get stuff answered and journey with me. But if you watch the replay, they're max going to be an hour each. So it can range from 2 to 4 hours, depending on how much you have time for. And I'm in a couple membership communities too. And some months I have more time. Some months I don't, but it's really like being involved in some way. What makes this different is that the difference between this and, say, maybe the Healthy Body Community, which is my free group, and then this podcast is, again, this is podcasts and the group are where you're going to get tips, encouragement, and you'll get some resources. But this paid membership is where I will be coaching people, where I will be teaching people, where you can really find community that's there for you, because everyone that signed up is there for the same thing, and everyone that signed up is willing to help everyone else, because that's how you know it's for you. And so and what I love about this is that when you work one-on-one, it's typically for a short time, but this is ongoing. So even if you're like, I know a lot of health and wellness professionals. So I will join stuff like this because I want to still learn. And so it's a place if you want to get support from other community and women, this is what makes it different. It's all in one place. Will this work for me? So you will get as much out of it, again, as you put in. You must commit to showing up in some way each month, whether it's watching the videos, whether it's attending the live session, whether it's asking questions that you're working on from last month's stuff, whatever it may be, right? The cost and cancellation. So again, the cost for the first 3 days of the launch is $37 per month or $370 per year, but then it will go up to, well, that's for the first 30 women. After that, it does go up to the $47 per month and $470 per year. Cancellations, there's no refunds on your monthly. If you pay, once you pay, like that's kind of it. Now, if there's something like very drastic that happens, we can talk about it, but it's kind of like you pay for this and then you're part of it. And there's going to be no free refunds. And if I missed your question, please let me know. Now, mind you, again, with the refund thing, it's a small amount per month, especially if you're paying, right? So you might, and sometimes people, I think with cancellation, like, so sometimes you may join a membership and you can't be involved for a few months, and I've done this, but maybe I rejoined. I knew I was going to rejoin because when you cancel, this is the thing, when you cancel, if you get it at the bonus price, you're going to go to the price at the time, which is going to be the 47, right? Or higher, but who knows? And so just consider that too. But I try to make this as affordable possible that even when you can just still get a little bit out of it, right? So I think I've covered everything, right? I think I'm just excited. I'm so excited for this. So basically, if you're listening, what to do now is you go to madewell345.com/healthybodyacademy and click join the waitlist, and you'll enter your email, confirm your subscription, because the waitlist people are going to just be the first to know when it goes live, so you can grab that $37 price or $370, whichever you prefer. And then for the so the 23rd to the 30th, you can be in the community, introduce yourself, all that stuff. And then on the 1st, December 1st was when we'll kind of kick off our holiday stuff. And a lot of the stuff we've gone through, but it's more like, how do you implement it now? The Christmas, especially when Christmas, there's so many parties and the New Year. And so I'm super excited. Like, again, I nearly cried multiple times just because my heart is for this. And I believe in this program, and I believe it can serve many women. And so if this is something you want to do, join the waitlist. And if you know a friend, another woman who is like, you guys have been trying to support one another, and it feels like you both doing this, send the link to them, make them join the waitlist, send this podcast to them, right? And if you've gone through the summit and you're just getting to know me, I hope this was helped you. I hope the summit helped you, but I encourage you to give this a shot and give me a shot, I guess. I don't know, but I'm not doing this for my own gain, right? I'm doing this to support you all, and really, because I want to see a colony of women, I guess, a society of women really being healthy and thriving in all areas of their life, starting with their healthy body. I want to see you overcome yo-yo dieting. I want to see you honor your body, and I want to see you get that healthy body you love and you're proud of. All right. So again, homework. Join the waitlist. Go to madewell345.com/healthybodyacademy. Enter click a button, one of the buttons there, enter your name and email, join the waitlist, confirm your subscription. And then on November 23rd, you'll be the first to know when it goes live. And hopefully you can be one of those first 30 women who can get the $37 price or $370. Get the whole 30 Made Easy, my 6-week signature program, for free. And I forgot to mention, there's a separate group for that too, like an alumni group sort of, that you can ask specific questions around the whole 30 and 2. And then also you can get Anya Perry's Healthy Habit Hackers for October, November, December. Boom. So I'll see you soon, and I hope to see you in the academy. All right.